Disney announced that Happily Ever After and Epcot Forever are both being retired before the 50th anniversary. Maybe Ever After and Forever were not the right words to use. The iconic partner statue in front of Cinderella Castle of the Magic Kingdom is having its patina reapplied. Meanwhile, patina is having staff reapply to work at Space 220. The Central Florida Expressway Authority voted to delay Bright Line construction along State Route 417. People are laughing already. Back up. They stepped all over it. They voted to delay Bright Line construction along 417. They also voted to again delay the reopening of the Walt Disney World Railroad. You've read WDW News Today. Now it's time for WDW News Tonight.
Live from WDWNT Celebration here with the Walt Disney World Resort, it's WDW News Tonight. Tom Corliss and Nicholas Cicero. Tonight, rare Disney maintenance signs, our ideas for IP overlays of Disney hotels, our dream ride evacuation, and the first ever edition of Lost in Translation. Much more, of course. I'm Nicholas Cicero. Now, here's your host, Tom Corliss. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm Tom Corliss, and I will soon be replaced with a Jungle Navigation Company logo. Probably, yeah. Someone just yelled, yeah. Yep, that's great. That's great. You're going to be reading foreign words tonight. We're so excited about this. Nick has to read foreign. We designed a game where you have to read foreign words.
Why do you do this to me? Look.
Because people asked. We kept getting comments. People were like, make Nick pronounce things.
I have enough to read. I have enough to read all these words. I don't even think I said rare right. I kind of messed that one up. Rare.
It's a rabbit in a
hard
mouth.
one. Just wait.
Yeah.
So I try to pronounce words in French.
Among other languages.
Oh, are there more?
Oh, there's several. Right. Several languages.
Fair enough.
That we're going to offend all the people of those nations tonight.
Yes.
Get ready. Please.
Well, yeah.
Axel clapping in the back.
Oh my, I am dreading it. I am sweating. I am nervous.
Well, it's just the ventilation.
The most nervous.
We're under the rotunda. You can't see it at home, but the rotunda's there. Please hit the like button, subscribe to this, the Unplanned Downtime channel, our new home, and if you're really enjoying this nonsense, you can leave a super chat right here on YouTube, and the money will be used to buy Nick a chair he fits in.
Yes, or more pillows. More pillows.
Shh,
oh, wait.
We're not telling people about the pillows. Only the people in our live studio audience know about the pillows, right? We do have a live studio audience, that's right. Let's get started. Now the news. Used to make a noise. Brought to you by the WDWNT Interglobe Society. Jerry Demings, the mayor of Orange County, Florida, is asking businesses to require masks once again indoors and in crowded spaces, regardless of vaccination status. Yeah. Nope. There it is. It is hot in here. The Orange County Health Department has reported a rise in COVID cases recently. The rise follows a similar trajectory as the increase in Disney After Hours tickets prices, but no direct correlation has been found yet. So they're moving at the same rate. Currently, Walt Disney World and Universal ask their guests who have not been vaccinated to continue to wear masks, but do not check their vaccination status. Meanwhile, at Disneyland Paris, you need a health pass. In fact, that's all you need to enter Walt Disney Studios Paris. It's acceptable as admission for that park. They're just happy you came. Just come on in. Disney is investing $864 million, not in a park, but to move 2,000 jobs to Lake Nona from California. That is effectively changing the age-old business slogan, you've got to spend money to save money. Spend all that. Can't finish Tron, though. It's very expensive. The Orange County Sheriff's Office responded to a marine crash reportedly involving the General Joe Potter ferry boat at Walt Disney World. As per usual in Florida, the accident occurred when the ferry boat in front of it didn't use a turn signal. It's ridiculous. The Hall of Presidents will reopen in August with President Joe Biden and probably Moana. She's going to put on the aviators. Anyway, there go the comments on YouTube. Whoever's the moderator tonight, Godspeed. Because we've got more Hall of Presidents jokes. Let's keep going. Did you break it? Just let it go. We got a first look at Joe Biden's animatronic, which is the first time Disney has correctly made the winning candidate since 2009. The first time they got it right this time. The table next to Biden in the show is adorned with a few special items, each of which have their own significance to the president, including peach blossoms to represent his home state of Delaware, and a pair of aviators as a nod to his love of the sunglasses, and totally not because he thought he was being put in Soarin'. He thought that was the one they were putting him in. He didn't know. The audio animatronics figure of former President Donald Trump will take its place on stage among those who have previously served until all the other presidents are recycled into some log flume attraction in the next decade. Tony Baxter's going to be driving down the highway and be like, that's what we could do with the presidents, a log flume. Someone at home got it. Nah. Speaking of things no one gets, the portrait of Master Gracie in the Haunted Mansion has faced right for the last 14 years, but then was returned to facing left for one day. They then turned him right again, but as of today, he's once again facing left. Yeah, that's the right way, yeah. It turns out Master Gracie was hired by Disney Maintenance, and the first tip they gave him was always to look the other way. So he does it a lot. We're going to reverse this image next week and see if people notice. Let's see. He was facing the other way. Disney released a new poster this week for Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser. It features an image of the ship, the Halcyon, droids, people enjoying a meal, and Bob Chapek's favorite space heroes, Jeff Bezos, Richard Branson, and Elon Musk, his idols. Yeah. Bob Chapek hopes to go to space soon, and we fully support his endeavor. New trash cans without flap lids have popped up in World Showcase at Epcot. The open spaces on the cans are slightly smaller, so the trash is less likely to fall out. This seems to be a thoughtful change to the cans, but we all know they discovered it was just cheaper to purchase them without the lids. The squirrels are loving it, though. They are loving it. Especially if Disney Food Blog's there, the squirrels know they're going to eat really well because the whole dish was thrown out. Starting October. And a whole beer. The squirrel just drinking a whole beer. We're going to see like a squirrel stealing a cucumber off a boat and living with the lamb. The squirrel was intoxicated when he took the cucumber. Starting October 1st, guests staying at select Walt Disney World Resort hotels, you know, the rich ones, will be able to enter theme parks early. It's now been confirmed that the Swan and Dolphin hotels will be participating in both early park entry and extended evening hours as well. Yeah, I'd be mad that the Swan and Dolphin get the deluxe resort benefit, but paying that much for what is essentially a value resort room should get you something. You ever stayed there? It's awful. It's very bad. Don't like the Swan and Dolphin. Just stay at Pop. It's easier. A new Disney Dooney and Burke collection featuring the Hunchback of Notre Dame has arrived at Uptown Jewelers in the Magic Kingdom, which makes eBay resellers the Hunchbag of Center Street. Do we have that? There it is. The Hunchback of Center Street. Oh, I enjoyed it. Look, I could have came around the sides of the image. Need to teach them about aspect ratio. Just like the people who put filler magic in California Adventure. We'll teach them all about aspect ratios. As part of an ongoing refurbishment, scaffolding has been erected around the facade of the Be Our Guest restaurant. It turns out you need to do more frequent maintenance when you make your mountain out of the gray stuff. Trader Sam's Grog Grotto reopened at Disney's Polynesian Village Resort. Along with the regular menu items, the signature watering hole also has a secret menu, including the Heart of Polynesia, The latest secret drink with Caruba, Bacardi, Blue Curacao, cream of banana, orange pineapple, and an actual piece of the heart of the resort that was ripped out during the latest update. The backstory of Trader Sam was modified along with the reopening of the bar. Among the other cultural sensitivity revisions occurring at the Jungle Cruise and inside the bar, Trader Sam is no longer listed as a headhunting salesman. He is instead a wandering explorer bitten by the bug from magical libations, as well as malaria. So watch out. The Wonderful World of Animation, Beauty and the Beast live on stage, and the Monsters, Inc. Laugh Floor, and Turtle Talk with Crush are all returning to Walt Disney World next month. Man, it's nice to see monsters at work. I'm, of course, talking about Disney management. It's nice to see them approve something. Nick, I heard you can't wait to sit on the floor at Turtle Talk again.
Can't wait. My favorite pastime. It's nice and cool in there. Love it.
Cha. The Wonderful World of Animation, of course, is a projection show featuring Mickey Mouse on the outside of the Chinese theater, not to be confused with the projection show featuring Mickey Mouse inside the Chinese theater. The one inside is slightly flatter, though. Slightly flatter. You'll soon be able to begin your Disneyland day with character dining. The Minnie and Friends breakfast at the Plaza Inn will return in a few weeks. The reason it just says "and friends" and doesn't call out anyone in particular is because Disney is unsure what characters are willing to make the move or to come back from furlough. So they don't. It's a far move they're asking them to make to the new Plaza Inn campus. We'll move on. The new Jungle Cruise at Disneyland. Oh, someone's just shaking their head in the crowd, just like, nope, that was bad. Move on. The new Jungle Cruise at Disneyland opened, and it's full of jungle businesses and monkey scenes. Man, I haven't experienced anything this one note since everything at the Food and Wine Festival. To celebrate the grand reopening of the Jungle Cruise at Disneyland, the Tropical Hideaway has a Jungle Cruise bowl. It's the boat as a bowl you could buy for $24.99. And the smokestack in it is a spoon.
Yeah.
Big deal, said Tony's. All of our spoons are made of smokestacks, too. Oh, boy. Gives it the smoky flavor.
Tony's souvenir microwave you eat out of.
It's a small microwave.
Yeah.
Just give me one souvenir. It's a bowl, though, so you lean it on its back and you eat out of it. A Disney Parks Loungefly Funko Pop baseball cap, inspired by the Haunted Mansion, is now available at Disneyland Park. In unrelated news, be sure to pick up your Disney Parks Loungefly Heinz Baby Bell Bobble Bar Siemens GE LG ABC Funko Pop Minnie Mouse Alligator Loki ear headband at the Emporium. Select snack carts throughout Disneyland Resort are now selling a variety of Smart Water flavors. The new flavors include cucumber lime, watermelon mint, and alkaline 9+ pH, which I think is also what's in my mic pack. I think it's the same thing. That's a real thing. Have you ever seen that? It's a black and white bottle too, so it feels kind of
like a battery.
Robot. It's Bob Chapek. It's his favorite.
Yeah, it's his favorite.
His favorite one because he is in fact a robot. Yeah, that's right. Shout him out if you know him, folks. Maurice's Treats in Disneyland Park has reopened with some new treats. Who would have thunk? We picked up a pair of churro gears and a trio of Disney princess-inspired madeleines. Churros is also what most of the actual gears in the park are now made up of.
It's cheaper.
Yeah, they use those and Spacely sprockets throughout. Yes. Well, the people over 30 got it. Well, wait, yeah, we did. While Marvel Studios' Eternals doesn't arrive until November 5th, Disney is already making plans to feature the characters in Avengers Campus. According to the Orange County Register, Disney is looking to hire 3 actors to portray Eternals characters. They don't have to look far, though, as everyone in Disney's PR management team is already as old as time. What's a TikTok? Just have the kids do it. Disney Cruise Line was supposed to run a simulation sailing out of Port Canaveral, Florida last month, but delayed the cruise due to inconsistent COVID-19 test results. The test cruise did finally happen, and the Disney Dream set sail over the past weekend. Bob Chapek was surprised to hear that the boat physically sailed, as he assumed any simulation they created would be screen-based. It's a great note to end on. Who brings us the news?
This program and many more are brought to you by WIGS, the WDWNT Interglobe Society. Support WDWNT to get early and exclusive access to content you can't find anywhere else, including exclusive post shows for WDW News Tonight, Park Center, and Cosmic Read live each week, exclusive programs detailed, and our comedy riffing show, Ride Rehab Watches, access to our Discord community, and much more, with tiers starting at $2 a month. For more information, visit patreon.com/WDWNT or visit WDWNT.com and click the Patreon link. Join WIGS and unlock even more WDWNT.
You disembodied voice. We have a lot of show tonight. Nick is going to pronounce foreign words.
Attempt to.
It's very exciting. Very exciting. We're also going to pitch to all of you our ideas for possibly good ideas.
Oh, I'm excited.
For IP overlays that should happen
Great
at
ideas.
Disney Resort hotels. We're going to talk about our dream evacuations. That means attractions at Disney parks around the world we wish we would get evacuated from in the middle of them.
Right.
That's the thing that's also going to happen. And that new game and so much more coming your way. So stick around for more tonight.
If you're watching this show, you likely often travel to the Disney parks around the world. Undoubtedly, you buy souvenirs from these places, but sometimes these items can be large and appear very strange to other travelers on an airplane, you know, functional human beings, leaving you embarrassed as you carry around ridiculous tchotchkes as a grown adult. If you're tired of getting odd looks for carrying plush-wearing human clothes, fake chemical beaker mugs, and alien weaponry, then call us at Carry-On Baggage Disguise Services. We'll disguise your carry-on items as something a seemingly normal person would bring onto an airplane. Our merchandise disguises include cases for all sorts of souvenir cups that look like normal mugs, a wig and dress for giant plush you bought a seat on the plane for, a soup bag that actually holds a wide array of popcorn buckets, an umbrella top that goes over a Savi's custom-built lightsaber, a really, really big watch or bracelet to hide your web tech devices from Avengers Campus, or even a pet carrier for a large friend of Duffy plush. Don't worry about the other passengers figuring out he's not alive, since you'll have a remote to activate animal noises from the comfort of your own seat. And here's what one of our best customers has to say about Carry-On Baggage Disguise Services.
I often fly to and from Disney parks around the globe, and I buy some pretty weird stuff. I even collect used food wrappers so long as they are restaurant specific. Carry-On Baggage Disguise Services provided me with a folder for my paper wrappers that looks like a GQ magazine, as well as some perfume to mask the smell from them. Thanks, guys. You're going to disguise my voice, right? People know what I sound like. I don't want people to know I collect food wrappers.
So if you want to fly without judgment, grab some products from Carry-On Baggage Disguise Services. Fly like a human again.
Well, hello there from the Carousel of Products. I'm here at WDWNT Celebration, where we have a new physical store location right in the back, where everyone could pick up all these great items. Thank you, Tom, for leaving and being late in your quick change. All right, what do we have a new shirt tonight. It's 12 flags over Epcot. Isn't that the bee's knees? That's wonderful. I used to love this park. It's pretty bad now, but this is a great shirt. Pick this up. You know what's still good, though? Ohana has noodles. Isn't that great that they have noodles, and you can wear this the next time you go there and tell them how happy you are that they buckled to public demand. Let them know. That's great. Also, we still have these great pins online celebrating the grand opening of WDWNT Celebration, which you, of course, can come visit. Just hop on that newfangled trolley and head on down. It's great. And if you come here in person, you could buy stuff too. We have some sort of newfangled gramophone in the back that she can ring up your purchase on. It's great. And we also have a sale going on right now. These shirts, of course, are $20, but you get them for even less with the code SUMMERMAGIC. That's right, code SUMMERMAGIC saves you 15% off your entire purchase until 3 a.m. on July 26th. That's 3 a.m. Eastern Time. That's at carouselofproducts.com. Shop now. Hello, I'm Tom Corliss, and I got my COVID-19 vaccine. This isn't about politics or science or about even protecting others. I can't personally speak for the safety or effectiveness of vaccines, but I can tell you one thing, that I hate this man. This man has budget cut so much away from us even before there was a pandemic. We lost the entertainment we were promised for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. We got a Slinky Dog Dash ride that almost has no props, where the most visible element is a backstage shed. We got Pixar Pier, pure white hotel rooms, and we had the great movie ride replaced with the home theater projector display room of a Best Buy. If you hate this man like I do, you should get the vaccine too. The faster you get vaccinated is the sooner all 32,000 cast members that were let go can get rehired. The faster you get vaccinated is the sooner we can realize that there's no plan to bring back entertainment, such as the citizens of Hollywood or of Main Street USA, and take to social media and complain about it. And the sooner you get vaccinated is the sooner I can restart a weekly maintenance report, since parks will be back at full capacity and there's no excuse for them to look like trash. So if you hate Bob Chapek like me, get vaccinated and let's get back to pissing this guy off before he turns Fort Wilderness's cabins into Toontown suites. Learn about where you can get vaccinated today at bobchapeksucks.com.
Who's been messing up everything?
It's been Chapek all along.
Who's been pulling every evil string?
It's been Chapek all along.
He's unscrupulous, full of ruthlessness, that you haven't even noticed, and a pity is. It's too late to fix anything now that everything has gone wrong. Thanks to Chapek, naughty Chapek.
It's been Chapek all along. And I killed the great movie ride.
Remember that time we did a Carousel of Products ad live and it broke everything? Remember that? I'll remember that fondly. But let's see, other than Chapek all along, let's see what's happening this week on Disney+. Rebecca the Male Black Widow. It's a sad one. It is a sad one. Blame Eric. It was Eric all along. Eric made everyone sad. No, it was a good one. I agreed. I thought it was funny. I liked it. I blame myself, as always. All right. So something interesting happened this week. We obviously we have our reporters out in the park every single day. And while they're out there, sometimes we see some weird things. And one of the weirdest things we've seen in the liquid layer play. Well, the liquid layer play area.
Of course I do.
Yeah.
Very familiar.
The liquid layer player.
I know all those areas.
So apparently, whenever they redo the caulk in the liquid layer play area, there is a customized sign that says wet
I
caulk.
saw that.
And it has the like 93, 94 Epcot logo.
They printed those a long time ago.
It's weird. We have an image of this, I believe. We could. Okay, so there's the wide shot, and if we go to the next shot, there's the wet caulk. Wet caulk sign. I don't own one of these, and I desperately. This is now like a bucket list item. I need an Epcot wet caulk sign.
Plenty of them there.
Get your head out of the gutter at home. I see you giggling, Alex. It's just wet caulk sign.
Love it.
These children, so immature.
So immature. Juvenile.
Yeah. But what we decided, I'm on this camera. This is a very large can.
Blocking your head, yeah.
Well, that's what we used to do on the old, because the old setup we were straight on, and I always had these giant souvenir cups. I was like, oh, it'll still be fine. Until it's just in the middle of the shot. And then it's no good. This is actually what we put under Nick's chair. So that but it's straight up. It's like this under the chair. Never mind. So with this wet caulk sign, we wanted to find out, are there other weird signs that are very specific to like one location? They only are out every once in a while. What are the rare, strange Disney Parks maintenance signs?
Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty. I'm sure there's others.
Yeah, we did. We dug through the
found
last
some?
14 years of photos
right.
at WDWNT.com.
Yeah.
And does everyone want to see these?
Yeah.
See the, yeah.
That's what
All
we
right.
found.
Go with it. All right. What do we got? Let's see what we have. There is the when you gotta go sign for when Spaceship Earth is leaking. When you gotta go. What's the next one? The pardon our pixie rust. Pardon our pixie rust sign. Yeah. Next. Splash Mountain now with more bear tails, but for a limited time. For a limited time. That looks unfortunate.
Yeah.
We have the Dream Builders, it's kind of fun to do the bare minimum, Bob Chapek.
Bob Chapek.
That one, you don't see that one. You don't see that one all the time.
No.
Next. Please pardon our appearance. This area is being refurbished for your grandchildren's enjoyment. That's when we'll be done.
At least they're truthful about it.
Yeah, it's an honest sign. Building a or Epcot. Oh, boy. Pardon our neglect. That's for when the lights are burnt out on the whole roof of the Grand Floridian. The pardon our neglect flag is raised. Yeah. Decal installation in progress. Only at Pixar Pier. Only at Pixar Pier. Waiting on Q4 budget.
Oh, boy.
What big building? It's only funny until it's a real problem. Waiting on Q4 budget. Next. This construction wall is currently unavailable. Please visit our other construction walls. Everywhere else.
Yes.
Everywhere else. These are all really recent with the Epcot construction. We can't do it. We can't. We tried. I didn't realize he
tried
changed.
their best.
I didn't realize he changed the bottom. Oh man, that's great. Next one. Now replacing command strips. Holds the interactive cue together. Peter Pan. It's all. Nana's command stripped to the wall. Bye, Nana. She can't leave because of the command strip. Caution, loose screws. Oh. There's a sign on my face. Right, my nose. That's the next. I think we have one more. One more. I can't read that one. You have to guess. That's rare. That one's very rare. Those are your rare maintenance signs.
Found some good
Rare
ones.
maintenance signs.
We have great reporters out there.
We do. They always catch these things,
Yeah.
including that last one. Yeah. That one I think is always up at Woody's Lunchbox.
Sure.
It's always there. Yeah. Okay. We have two discussions tonight. The first of which, obviously I'm wearing my Polynesian shirt tonight because this week was the grand reopening of Disney's Polynesian Village Resort with the Moana theme room. Did you look at the photos? What'd you think? You don't like it?
Nah.
You're upset about it?
A little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely a little upset. It's nice. It's okay.
All right.
If you're going to do it, it looks okay.
Okay.
No, don't like it.
You don't like it, all right. And so because of that, we thought, well, clearly with this and The Incredibles, this is a trend, and we're going to see a lot of IP in hotel rooms.
I'm going to do better. I'm going to show you how to do
You're
it
going to do better, and
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
goal of our Imagineer That segment tonight,
Yeah.
is our illustrious panel is going to try to do a better job putting IP into an existing Disney resort hotel anywhere in the world. Doesn't have
Money's
to be
no
Walt
object,
Disney.
right?
Money's no object.
Money's no object.
It's an overlay. I mean, it's not going to cost much to begin with.
The cheaper the better, right?
The cheaper the better? Yeah, that's right. So let's meet, obviously Nick and myself are here. Let's meet the rest of our panel. We have Allison
Hello.
and Desi are here.
You can clap for her. It's fine. It's okay.
You can clap for everyone. It's fair. And then we got the boys. The boys are in the backstage area. There they are. We got Wolf and Eric Morton and Axel. Axel brightening up the scene with that shirt.
I mean, everybody's so dark. Like, why not?
Everyone else is moody.
Nah.
Usually Axel's the dark one.
Ooh. Your pre-show host throwing you under the bus.
Yes.
By the
terrible.
way, I gotta say this. As enamored as I was with the Axel Awkward European pre-show,
Oh, God.
I think the Axel and Miss Allison Awkward pre-show is even better. I think they just work really well off each other. I'm excited to see this as the weeks progress. There was like a magic trick, I think.
I did.
She did a magic
I did a
trick.
magic trick.
Axel had no less than 3 offensive jokes.
Yeah.
It was, I heard very good things.
It was a calm night.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get started. So again, the project at hand is give me an IP overlay of a Disney resort hotel, and the people at home and the people in studio are going to let us know what they think. Miss Allison, do you want to start us off?
Sure, I can start off. I'm not going to go into too much detail because I haven't actually stayed at this particular hotel. It's one that you had actually mentioned earlier in the show that I don't believe you care for very much. But my hotel is going to be the Swan.
Yeah.
So the IP, because we have the Fantasia Gardens in that area, I thought that it would actually be really lovely to put some Fantasia IP all around the Swan Hotel and kind of tie it into Fantasia Gardens.
Start with the brooms.
Don't give Chapek ideas because then like all of the staff, you can just enchant some brooms and then just have them clean out the hotel.
Or just leave brooms out and hope the guests do it.
It's supposed to be there. It's theming.
Yeah.
And
Interactive rooms, right?
that's it.
Yeah.
I think so. Or you could attach it to a Roomba
Love
and
it.
then you just kind of let it go.
Once you put that in a guest situation, though, like no one's going to know how to use a broom, right? It's going to be like on Smuggler's Run, like no one knows what to do because it's just buttons line up and there's like the broom. They're like, how does a broom work?
So, and I think that there's so many different sequences in Fantasia that can lend itself to wintertime overlays and Halloween time overlays. Like you could have some Bald Mountain stuff going on. You can have some Nutcracker. You can have like the little frost sprites around. So that's why I thought that putting Fantasia at the Swan would kind of make sense. I thought it added a nice little bit of whimsy to the hotel.
Okay. And for the Dolphin, we go full into the Miami Dolphins theme. We just lean into that. Everyone comes out a loser.
Oh,
I'm a Dolphins fan. It's fine. It's fine. Desi, why don't you go next?
So my idea, I was a little nervous about because I know that Tom really loves this hotel, and the idea of overlaying it is probably going to break his heart. But then I thought, Silenzio Bruno. We are going to put Luca into Hotel Miracosta at Tokyo Disney Sea. It is already...
Just a big groan.
No, that's just a shot across the bow, I was thinking.
This hotel...
I hope you enjoy your last panel.
it was good to work with you.
But this hotel is actually in Disney Sea, and it's already Italian themed. So it's Italian themed, it's sea themed. What better than an Italian sea monster movie to overlay. It would be super easy. We could put, they have murals already on the ceilings, so we could change those out with some murals from the movie. We can have a Machiavelli cat cafe.
What?
Yes.
They already have an Italian cat. His name is Gelatoni. Thank you. Only one Italian cat is allowed.
One per resort, yeah.
One per resort.
So we could retheme, they already have an Oceana restaurant. No need to change the name of that, but maybe we put some aquariums in there. And we use the same kind of technology that they have on the Nemo ride. So it looks like Luca and his family and friends are swimming through the aquarium. And I think that we could rename one of the other Italian restaurants that they have there to, I can't remember Julia's dad's name now off the top of my head, but rename it.
Wolf doesn't know.
I know, that's why I looked at him.
like,
Mr.
that just-
Pixar?
He's
got
like
me.
thinking, he's like doing these things.
It starts with an M.
I was drooling over here, so I can't. I really can't.
But we rename it because he's great at making pasta. Alberto loved eating the pasta, so obviously he's a good chef. So I think it makes complete sense. I know it breaks Tom's heart to even think about overlaying Hotel Miracosta, but it's already, it's like it's primed for a Luca overlay.
When I saw the first trailer, I immediately became very afraid. Because the town, what's the name of the town? I don't
Oh yes, so we are going to rename Hotel Miracosta to Hotel Porto Rosso.
Porto Rosso. It's already Porto Paradiso, so it's not. And then if you watch the movie, you've been in that land, they look pretty similar.
It looks-
The layout, the look of the buildings, everything's.
They even have fountains that look like the fountains in
Yeah.
Hotel Miracosta already.
I think
so-
that speaks for the authenticity of the hotel and the movie.
Yeah.
That's probably why they're so similar, yeah.
Yep, it would be a very easy overlay.
Well, let's not. Let's not. All right, over backstage. Wolf, Mr. Pixar.
I'm sold. I'm sold.
What do you got, Mr. Pixar?
All right, so Mr. Pixar. So I'm taking Fort Wilderness, and I'm actually going to split it in half. We're doing campgrounds, and we're doing cabins.
What are you going to do with Reflections? Oh, sorry.
So campgrounds.
Theme
is
it to
gonna get-
Wally. It's Earth after everyone left.
Hey, that isn't a bad idea. The campgrounds are going to be rethemed to Woody's Roundup. So just
no.
Woody's Roundup, not Toy Story in general, but just Woody's Roundup. And
Sounds
then
familiar.
Is there a marionette show coming?
oh,
Is there
it's
a
about to
barbecue?
get really familiar.
Oh,
And
boy,
then
I'm excited.
the cabins are going to be Country Bears.
Oh, I think he made it.
I love Country Bears.
Make everyone happy.
You know, we got both sides there, and we just, where Hoop-de-Doo is right now, where Hoop-de-Doo Review is, we'll just call it, Country Bear Hall. Why not? We'll just
You mean
retheme it.
Grizzly Hall?
Grizzly Hall, yes. But
got a Grizzly Hall.
Country Bear Hall, like
Henry
what?
Hall.
Yeah, Henry. We can't name it the same thing that we're gonna go see the show at Magic Kingdom.
Unless you close the show.
No.
Make it a marionette. Never mind.
Well, how do you think you get the animatronics into all the cabins, right? You got to pull them out of the show when you close it.
But then I do for sure want, I want some type of show. Some type of show has to have Henry, and it has to have an animatronic head. Like I want one of those talking.
Did you know
Yes, it does.
there was a Country Bear themed show
Yep.
in Pioneer Hall? There was Melvin's, I forget the exact name of it, a Melvin the Moose breakfast show. And when I worked at Theme Park Connection, we sold the puppet. We got to play with the puppet for a couple days. It was really cool.
Yeah.
It was just Melvin's head, but there was a Country Bear themed breakfast with
So
Melvin the
good.
Moose in Pioneer Hall. It already existed. Yeah.
I love that. I didn't even think about that, but yeah, like
Yeah.
I just want to see a show with the Country Bears, like life size. We don't need to go, we don't need to go live action movie. We don't need to do that, but we do need to go like park meet and greet. I want park meet and greet characters with moving everything. Just give it to me.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
I'm
we
fine
can
with
also
this.
have a hoedown, and that'll be like Woody's hoedown or Jesse's hoedown or something. We gotta do something.
Vacation hoedown.
It's a hoedown.
Oh boy, Mr. Morton.
Mine's pretty straightforward. We have a couple of hotels already themed after Louisiana. Obviously, we have a female protagonist, very strong, alligator, cute flying insect. So we're going to do Port Orleans Riverside as the rescuers. This is a moderate, immersive hotel similar to the Galactic Star Cruiser. You pull in, you start, you're in New York, you're at the Rescue Aid Society. Parents, kids are split up. Kids are kidnapped.
Oh my God.
Adults have to travel to the bayou to find them. It is dilapidated because we've gotten rid of maintenance to increase profit margins and for theming reasons. And then the kids have to look around for treasure and dig in holes, and the adults have to go find them. They can maybe take an albatross on a zip line or something like that. $5,000 for 2 nights for a family of 5.
It's not bad.
Meals included. Why not?
Not bad.
And there you have it, the Rescuers Riverside Resort.
Rescuers Riverside. Axel?
How do I need behind the company? So my idea was they're working allegedly on a remake of Bed-Nubs and Broomsticks. So I was like, that's the one. We need to have an overlay.
What are 2 things we've gotten rid of at Disney hotels?
So I was thinking the boardwalk becomes an overlay. We're going to do, you walk in and you have like Miss Price, her motor in the middle of the lobby. When you check in, they're going to give you the bed knob that you can turn on the actual bed, which will light up. Of course, it's Disney, everything lights up. And that's not all.
Not the Grand Floridian.
The whole boardwalk.
Oh, Eric's in a mood tonight.
The whole boardwalk is going to change. Forget Abracadabra. It becomes
We did.
the Amelia's Brown Magic Bar. So Amelia's Brown, like with those little stands, and then the pool, we get rid of those Mickey decals, and it becomes the Nabumbu, but the underwater scene. In the rooms, you will have an adult room, and then you'll have a kids room, which will be Nabumbu, but on land. And it will feel like you're really there. Moments later, the sleep of the kids will start. And they'll sleep through the whole night because they're so amazed.
The sleep of the kids.
By this amazing room. And the parents will be able to go back to the boardwalk, which will represent Portobello Road with the dancers, the music, like we know right now as well. Music and dancers. Wow. Almost the same.
It's a cute idea. It's a rare, non-offensive, cute idea, if I ask. A rarity. The hotel I wanted to. Oh, actually, you didn't go yet. Nick, why don't you go?
I will go next. Thank
Sorry,
you very
we
much,
went
Tom.
down there and then went over there, and I forgot. You were so low in that chair that I forgot you were there.
All right, so what we're doing here is the Animal Kingdom Lodge, and we're going with Zootopia. Perfect fit.
There was a no from the audience. No boo.
Wait.
Nick is getting booed, and it's not for what you would think this time.
Give me a chance. Give me a chance, right? All right. So you walk in.
Nick versus Josh.
You walk in, and it's the Zootopia Police Department. So the lobby's transformed into the.
You check in a police
You
department?
do. It's kind of like Axel's. Like,
It's a Saturday
Kind of like Axel's life? Like what?
Eric. No, it's kind of like Eric's. We're splitting up the families, right? Yeah, no. So you walk in. All right. So it's a theme to the police department, right? So, all right.
That's your camera, by the way. See the red one?
That
there
one
you
over
go.
there. All
See,
right,
he's
yeah.
got his hand
well,
in the
you
air.
told me
That's
not to turn my chair. So
No,
I'm
but
very-
if you got to look at the camera
All right,
if you're talking
cool.
to the
So I'm turning my
audience.
chair. All right. Look, I listened to you guys. You
We're
guys told me
learning.
not to turn my chair. All right, cool. So, hey, all right, now you go out into the savannah in the back, and we're gonna put some of those screens out there, like the Nabi River. Right? Yeah. And So you're gonna look out. No. So you're gonna look out in the savannah, and you're gonna see
Savannah.
We're not even at the segment yet.
Savannah.
Excited.
Can't wait for the bread service at Shakira's.
No, I got something for that. Hold on.
If you touch Sanaa,
No.
Oh,
Sine.
So you're looking out, and
Cirque
you
du
see
Soleil.
giraffes, you see zebras, and then you see Judy Hopps run along, out there, and everything. It's perfect. It's
Wait, are
great.
you putting costumed characters
No,
on
like the screens, screens out there. There's screens out in the savannah.
There's screens in the savannah.
Yeah,
Because that went really well the last time they did it.
yeah, exactly.
The Jumbotron.
So we're gonna put the screens out there. You're gonna see a little character be like, "Ooh, look at that! Look at there's little mice running across there, right?" Okay. There's going to be a train that goes around the resort, right? So you could hop on and you could go to different parts of the resort. So a little Zootopia train. Yep.
You can't just say train and everybody's like, oh my lord.
Do you want to mic the audience at this point?
Love train. Love train. All right, so you got
The
the
audience
train.
is actively arguing with me. This is happening right now.
You got a themed pool, kind of like Nemo, the Nemo pool from the Art of Animation, right? So you got a nice themed pool with all the animals around. No, but this won't be Nemo. It's going to be Zootopia. All right? Then.
So giant Judy Hopps at the pool.
Then you have obviously the Paw School stand or whatever.
What?
It's the Paw, the Paw School. I can never pronounce it. Look.
I know what.
All right, so you get your ice cream, right? You gotta have.
Wait, what are we getting?
Popsicles.
Popsicle.
A what? He can't say it. We want you to pronounce foreign words after this? What are we, nuts?
Oh,
You're ridiculous.
What?
All right. All right. Now,
There's more.
there's one more.
I keep it to yourself.
You have Boma, a buffet. What's the perfect theme song for a buffet? Try everything, right? So you got the perfect theme song that fits your buffet.
Okay.
That saved it. That saved it right there.
I'll give it to you.
Right there.
I feel like Oops, I Did It Again is a little better for a buffet.
Oh man. So there you go. Zootopia, Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Oh, I don't know that we've ever been heckled during a show. This
No.
It's a first. Sorry, Nick. All right.
You don't read the
What you got, Tom?
I can't. I don't know why I went last.
Beat
'Cause
that.
I can't. I can't. Beat it. Beat it. Oh man. I think the Grand Floridian is the one hotel that I think could use a conscious effort to be somewhat thematic. I think when it opened, the rooms had some Alice stuff, some Mary Poppins stuff, and clearly those are now, after all these years, those are so associated with the hotel that they turned Citricos into a Mary Poppins restaurant, right? They have the tea time, pre-COVID, the tea time with Alice. So those characters just belong there. And now we've brought Beauty and the Beast in for God knows what reason. Because, my favorite Floridian story, Beauty and the Beast. So we have that bar. So my thought is, I think Grand Floridian's a hard sell. I think as far as occupancy goes, it's one of the lowest occupancy. It's obviously one of the highest priced, but it's one of the lowest occupancy. And if you look at, the Grand Floridian's been replicated in a lot of places in a lot of ways. So like the Hong Kong Disneyland Hotel is the Grand Floridian. The Tokyo Disneyland Hotel in a lot of ways is the Grand Floridian. And even the Disneyland Hotel at Disneyland Paris has a lot of Grand Floridian in it. But those seem to do a better job of integrating a little character into them. So I think what we do is the Tokyo Disneyland Hotel has levels that are themed. So there are certain floors of the hotel that have rooms that are intricately themed to a certain IP. So I think we keep some regular rooms at the Grand Floridian, right? We keep probably the main building, concierge level for sure, because I don't know that concierge level people want character. I think those people are okay. Let's leave them alone. And I think what we do is we do different themes in different sections. So some clusters of buildings get different themes. I think we do a section with Mary Poppins, and we could have the table could be propped up by one of the, or all three of the penguins could be holding up the table. It, the living room area could look like a Jolly Holiday. We could have, I know they like to do the wallpaper with the big art now. If we want to have like the whole chalk art scene, the backdrop of all that on the wall to add some color to that side. So I think you go one cluster of buildings, you go Mary Poppins. I think another, you go Alice in Wonderland. I think people would pay, and people in Tokyo do pay a ton of money to go into an Alice in Wonderland themed room. It's a fun theme. You have all these whimsical things, fun light fixtures. You could have oversized flowers and all sorts of fun stuff. And then I think you do some. I think for like the honeymoon group, you do those in that live action Beauty and the Beast. I think you try to break up the resort a bit to help your occupancy and appeal to a couple of different segments that you don't currently appeal to. Because I think if you're around the Seven Seas Lagoon, right, I think the Polynesian's like the Clearwater. That's the one most people love. That's the most beloved there. I think people love the setting and the theme, and they love the restaurants. They love a lot about that. And then I think the next one people pick is the Contemporary, because they think the look of it is cool. The monorail goes through the middle. It has these great views of the park. And then the Grand Floridian is just like, oh, that's the rich people hotel. That's boring. So we need, I think we're at the point where that hotel needs to not be boring. And I think that would go a long way to sell some people on staying there, rather than just people that want to stay at the most elite hotel on property.
Sure. I like the idea of Alice. I see Mad Hatter themed rooms, things like that would be neat.
Well, yeah, like your table in the room would have to be Mad Tea Party, right?
Love it. Yeah.
Maybe the light in the middle, you put the tea kettle in the middle and it has a light on top, and then hit the top and it lights up. Maybe the dormouse pops out. I don't know. Anything like that, bread and butterfly lights, all sorts of fun stuff you could do. Alice rooms, I think, wherever, if they put them anywhere, I think people would go crazy. Mary Poppins, too. I think there's a lot of people like Mary Poppins. I think that hotel needs it. If IP is going to go in any hotel, Grand, I'm okay with it.
I like the mix because with Alice you're getting a lot more whimsy. With Mary Poppins, it's probably not as blatant. Like there's not a lot. Like it's not as in your face.
There's different
Alice,
levels, right? So Alice is going to be like the most uber themed,
Yeah.
and then Poppins is in the middle, and then Beauty and the Beast is going to be pretty tame, but there'll be at least elements in the room that are recognizable. Yeah.
Alice sounds like Pop Century. You walk in, there's 2 pills on the table.
No, Axel said something offensive.
We understand.
I don't know. Nothing at everything pop. Nothing. Nothing at everything pop to me says eat me. So have you ever seen the food there? I mean, come on. I don't know. What idea do people like the most? Who likes Nick's Zootopia idea?
Yeah.
There's a couple. There's a couple.
Right there. The train got you. Yeah. The train.
I like the screens that are going to be amongst the animals.
The Jumbotron.
Okay. The Jumbotron?
Jumbotron.
That would be adorable.
No one's ever heard that before? That's what he used to call the sunset thing on the safari, the Jumbotron.
Wow.
Yeah. Because it looked like a scoreboard, because they raise it. It was like a big scoreboard. Yeah. Anyway.
I'm not thinking anything that big. I'm talking like, on Navi River
You
Journey,
pitched it already. It's over.
The little screens.
We're just taking, we're gathering applause now. Someone watching the live chat can tell me, hopefully, what people want. What did you have, Miss Allison? I'm sorry, I forgot.
The Swan Hotel with the Fantasia theme.
Swan Hotel with Fantasia?
That's a good fit.
Desi had the desecration of Hotel Miracosta in Toluca.
I forgot to mention we would also have Vespa rides.
Vespa rides at Animal Kingdom Lodge, too. We got those. We got them.
Wolf had the Toy Story marionette show.
Yeah.
No, you had
essentially
what the campsites are.
Campsites, Woody's Roundup,
and Country Bears,
and then Country Bears for everything else.
That makes sense because in Woody's Roundup we never found out if he survived.
Yeah.
So I mean it's similar to staying on the campsite.
You have all those critters, hey.
There are a lot of critters. Remember when I did the room tour video and there was a rat? That was great. The treehouse tour video has I found a rat in the bush. But anyway, We'll continue. Eric Morton had, what did you? What was it?
Rescuers.
Rescuers.
The Rescuers.
That's right. Rescuers, Riverside. Oh, people love Rescuers, man. Mount Evinrude. And Axel had Boardwalk and Broomsticks.
Of course.
Good name.
And I had the boring one. I had the Grand Floridian with a bunch of IP. Art of Animation, as Josh called it.
Expensive.
Boo. Everyone's booing me. It's fine. Whatever. What did the chat at home say? Do we know what did the chat at home?
In the comments later.
The chat at home says Tom, but I'm sure the thing is lagging, so don't worry about it.
It's
I
very
thought
sweet.
about doing the contemporary as the black hole. I think that would be cool. Have the big meteor
I thought
outside
All
the
Star
window.
Sports was the black hole.
Yeah, you have Maximilian controlling the
I
whole.
almost went Baymax as
it's
contemporary, but then I thought you were going to do Baymax.
Well, that
Why
doesn't.
did they
No.
do Baymax?
Well, we're
What's
gonna go
wrong
with our.
them?
What did we think the studio audience liked the best? I don't remember. Nick,
For sure, yeah.
Allison. No, rescue. Everyone's yelling rescue. I think rescue. The crowd, and you gotta. That's why you gotta come see the show, so your vote counts.
That's it.
Wait, people are yelling country bears at me, and you know how I respond to that. I don't know. So let's vote between the three over there. I think let's vote between the three over there. Yes. Who liked the country bears at Fort Wilderness?
Country Bears.
Riverside Rescuers.
Yeah.
That's a good response.
Mine comes with a bar.
Boardwalk and broomsticks. I think Rescuers. Rescuers win. Derek wins.
It was that separation of kids and adults, I think.
That's what you go to Disney for.
Get your kids kidnapped.
It's an excuse.
Axel had the separation of the kids and adults too.
No,
Apparently,
no.
the
Get
kids
your
were going to
kids
be
get-
drugged or something. I don't know what was going. It's like they would sleep.
You're gonna pull into Eric's hotel. They're like, where did my kids go? I don't know. I saw a white van at Nick's Mexican van, and they took off.
It's not white. It's brown. Come on. Don't be ridiculous. Oh boy. Well, thank you, everyone. All right, we're going to take a commercial break, and when we come back, Nick, do you know what time it is when we come back? It is time to play the first ever edition of Lost in Translation, and we're going to play that. We come back with more tonight.
From the creative minds that brought you WDWNT The Game and the trilogy of Move It Along, Stupid Tourists albums, it's a brand new, temporary show debuting on the WDWNT network of podcasts.
Welcome to WDWNT Forever. Make sure to download the enhanced version of this podcast.
Do you love old WDW News Today? Do you wish it would be recreated by children who are way too young to know what it's actually about?
Next stop, the Vinyl Mason Station. Thanks for tuning into your ear to the world. You're listening to the Disney Pincast. We have to go back. Where, Tom, where? Take it away, Pierce Brosnan. Coke, Diet Coke, Sprite, Dr. Pepper, Orange Fanta, Lemonade, Iced Tea, Water. Ugh, we're having issues with talk show. I like turkey.
As a bonus, WDWNT Forever ends with a completely unrelated and non sequitur song. WDWNT Forever. Catch it while you still can.
Whiny needs to lie down.
Bonjour! For the folks who brought you Woody's Lunchbox and maybe someday the Roundup Rodeo Barbecue, it's the latest restaurant from the cheese aisle of the big chain supermarket. Mosey on down Route 66, which I guess is now just a section of plain gray pavers, and pay a visit to your friends here at the Laugh and Go food truck in Toy Story. I don't know what land we're in, but look, the thing as we can go wherever we need right here at Disneyland Paris. When I heard about this here opportunity in France, knowing how much the French love cheese, especially the processed kind, I jumped at the chance to open our newest location. Choose from over 2 items, such as the Lightning McCheese Sandwich, or some store-bought vegetables we threw in a cup that we lined with microwave cheese. Then take a load off in our intricately themed seating area, which would be too small for Disney World, but is definitely quite big enough for right here at Walt Disney Studios Paris. Put your feet up on the generic patio chairs, take a bite of your lukewarm sandwich, ka-chow! A tasty treat from the Laughing Cow, and the greatest attraction yet from the Bob Chapek Company are waiting for you, so drive on by. If you don't, it'd be a cause-tastrophe. Get it? That's the thing. We're painted and marketed as a new ride. God, I'm cheesy. French Baby Belle. Baby Belle. French Baby Belle.
Welcome to Unplanned Downtime, the YouTube channel for all your favorites, including Cosmic Read Live, discussions and Imagineering attractions, Deep in the Plus, reviewing the catalog on Disney Plus, Ink and Paint, celebrating female voices in the Disney fandom, WDW News Tonight, a late-night comedy show with sketches and characters, Boxed In, opening mystery packages and viewer mail, Picky Eaters, trying to eat our way across Disney restaurants, WDWNT the RPG, a tabletop adventure set in Tokyo Disney Sea, and more of your favorites. Subscribe now at unplanneddowntime.com. Remember, it's not an accident, it's unplanned downtime.
Yeah, thank you. Do we have a rules video to explain everything to everybody? I'd love it because
I was going to introduce the game first.
All right. Well, it is time to play Lost in Translation.
We had rehearsal last night, by the way.
And in the rehearsal, we played the rules video first. Let's meet our two contestants to play Lost in Translation tonight. We have Madison. Hi, Madison.
Hello.
Hello. And how far did you travel to come to the show tonight?
1 mile.
1 mile. All right.
That's about the maximum I would recommend.
All right. Julie, thank you for coming tonight.
Thank you, Nick.
And how far did you travel to come here to the studio?
Oh, about 30 miles.
30 miles.
Whoa.
All right. So Julia will go first tonight since she traveled the farthest to get here to the studio. All right. So this is a brand new game, so pay attention. We're going to play the rules for you right now and learn how to play Lost in Translation.
Hola, konnichiwa, ciao, and hello, world travelers. Welcome to Lost in Translation, the game where taking a foreign language class in high school may finally pay off. The game is simple. The player who traveled the farthest gets to play first. That player will be given a translated phrase in the language of their choosing, and our host will try his best to pronounce that phrase. That player has 20 seconds to figure out what the translated phrase is. Get it right, and you earn a stamp. Get it wrong, and the opposing player gets a crack at it. Play will continue back and forth between each player. There is no penalty for a wrong answer, so just say something. Really stuck on a translated phrase? Each player has 3 lifelines. Ask a cultural representative, where you'll get clues about the phrase in question. What park is it in? A cultural representative will let you know what park the phrase is located in. And pass. The player gets to pass the phrase to the opposing player, and that player has 10 seconds to answer. If they guess right, they get a stamp, but if they don't, they lose a stamp. So be strategic with this one. You may only use 1 lifeline 1 time each. Be the first player to collect a stamp for all 8 languages, and you win!
All right, pretty simple, pretty simple. So your clock will start as soon as I read the word you need to translate. That comes up on the screen, okay? So, Julia, you're going first. Which country would you like to start in?
Let's start with French.
All right, we are starting with French. Let's see that first French word. Your word is cabane familiale la Suze.
Ever done.
No, family suites, but yeah, Cabana's family suites.
All right, let's see. Is it Cabana Family Suites? There was a ding.
That's someone's
I don't
oven.
think that's right, though. All right. So now Madison gets a chance at it. All right. So Madison, can we put that word back up there? Madison gets a chance at the same word.
Swiss Family Treehouse?
All right. I think she's right.
Yeah, that's correct.
That word translates into Swiss Family Treehouse. All right. Very good. So Madison's on the board. Madison gets a stamp. We have our giraffe party stamp for everybody. All right, so we got France. There we go.
I like that we went and printed passports, but we used a giraffe
fantastic.
stamp.
All right.
So there was some effort made.
All right, Madison, you got your first stamp. Which country would you like to go to start your journey?
Let's do Spanish.
All right.
Mexico, sorry.
Mexico, yes. So Spanish language word representing Mexico. Let's see the first translation here. Fiesta de Taloca. What does that translate into?
Something of the party? I have no idea. Crazy party? Crazy something party? That's what I'm going to go with. Crazy
right.
something party.
Crazy something party. Now remember, these are all attractions. You know, like remember that was so they're all attractions at the parks. We're going to give Julia a chance at this one now. So go ahead and put the word back up on the screen because I don't think it was crazy party. Here we go. What do you think?
Mad Tea Party?
Let's see. Oh, Mad Tea Party. There you go. All right. Very good.
It was kind of a crazy something party.
I'm going to give you a stamp there. Let's see. There we go. There we go. We got you a stamp. You got your first giraffe. And now you get to pick another language.
Let's do Italian.
Let's do Italian. All right. Put up an Italian word for Julia here.
Now, Nick should know how to pronounce this.
Spruzzi di Montagna.
Never mind. Well, Cicero is Dutch.
Lifeline.
Oh, Lifeline. Which Lifeline would you like to go with?
Which park is it in?
Which park is it in? All right, let's ask the cultural representative. Which park is this one in?
All right. It is in a land of magic.
No, this one you can say the actual
Oh,
park.
okay. I thought I was trying to be creative here.
No.
It's in Magic Kingdom.
It is in the Magic Kingdom. Let's put the word back up for her.
She doesn't sound Italian.
What do you think?
Italian.
Magic Kingdom. Spruzzi di Montagna.
That helps.
That's not going to help you.
Nope.
All right.
Space Mountain.
All right, let's see. Is it Space Mountain? It is not Space Mountain. All right, Madison gets a chance at this one. What do you think, Madison?
Splash Mountain?
All right, let's see. Splash. It
That's
is
correct.
Splash Mountain. Of course, Spruzzi means splash. Who doesn't know that? All right, we got your Italian. All right, let's do that right there. All right. Look at that. All right.
The dumbest show.
All right, so you have French, you have Italian. Madison, where are we going next?
Let's do Arabic.
All right.
What was that response?
All right, here we go. All right, let's see the first Arabic word.
Oh, no.
Relat Vitar Bam.
Peter Pan's Flight?
Ooh, good guess. Is it Peter Pan's Flight? I think it is. It is.
Whoa!
Nice job. Which word gave it away?
The dash is on the bottom.
Oh, look at that.
It's true. If you know how many letters are in an attraction, that will help.
All right. So Madison's got 3 stamps there. Julia, which country are we going to?
Germany.
All right. Let's do German for Julia. Carousel des Fortschritts.
Carousel of Progress.
Let's see, Carousel of Progress. It is. All right. You got your German stamp there. Let's make sure the giraffe. Oh, nope, wrong one. All right, there we go. All right. 2 down. All right, Madison, what's your next language?
Japanese.
All right, let's do it. Let's do some Japanese. There we go. Nanari no Kobe to Kazan, Russia. Nanari no Kobe to Kazan, Russia.
I will use a lifeline.
Yeah, which lifeline we using?
Which park is it in?
All right, let's find out which park this one's in.
Hi, I'm Chris from Orlando. I will be your cultural representative. And this ride is in Magic Kingdom.
Magic Kingdom.
I'm going to go with 7 Dwarves Mine Train.
What? Oh, is it?
Yeah!
Mine Train. All right. Nice job. That is your Japanese language right there. All right, so now you got, you got 4 of those. All right, 4 out of 8, halfway there, Madison. All right, let's go, Julia. Which language?
Norwegian.
All right, my first Norwegian pronunciation here. That's not even a letter.
It's the Ghostbusters logo.
Hedgeman soaked her scophasis.
What was it?
Hedgeman soaked her scophasis.
The Harry Potter spell.
Pass.
Oh, she's going to pass it.
She got it for the buzzer, yeah.
She's going to pass it. So you have to answer this, or if you don't get it correctly, we take away one of your stamps.
Oh, no.
How do we do that?
We haven't figured it out. Don't worry about that. Hopefully she'll get it right.
Can I use a lifeline?
Nope.
Frozen Ever After?
Oh, yeah, it's 3 words. Well, let's see what this one is. Haunted Mansion. Haunted
Everyone's
Mansion.
all like they
Eric,
knew
did we
it.
figure out how we're taking away a stamp?
Oh, yeah, we all
have a-
speak Norwegian
No,
in the
okay.
crowd.
All right. So we're gonna take away the last one that you picked up. We're gonna take away the Japanese stamp, so you don't have that one anymore. Just pretend it's not
How are you
there.
removing?
We're just mind. Never mind. Thank you. All right, Madison, which one do you want to go for?
So I have to do all of them?
You have to do all of them eventually.
Segment does feel a bit long, doesn't it?
Chinese.
All right, let's see our first Chinese word. Come on, guys. Fei Xang, Xeo, Fei Xang. Oh. Has the same word twice in there. That could be a hint. Yeah. Fei Zhang, XAO, Fei Zhang. What do you think, Julia?
I don't know.
All right, let's reveal this one, see what it is. Of course. Of course.
Oh, man.
Where did that one come from?
China.
All right, Julia, you're next up.
So we've gone through all the languages. So let's go back to French.
All right, let's go back to French. Let's see what we got here. Piste d'essai.
What cultural representative do I have left?
You can get a clue to the attraction.
I'll take a clue to the
All right, let's get a clue.
Hi, my name's Chris from Orlando. I'm the cultural representative
two
over
of them.
here. So this attraction really accurately represents how I drive to work when I'm running behind schedule. Although when it rains, I can't use it anymore. It shuts down.
Shuts down in the rain.
test track.
Let's see, test track. Yeah, all right. There we go. We got our French stamp there. Yeah, right there. All right. Madison, your next language.
German.
Let's do some German. Got this one. Race and die. Fantasy. Knit. Fantasy. With. Race and die. Fantasy. Knit. Fantasy. With. Yeah. Yeah, the one she just used. All right, so let's get some clues.
Whatever that one's called.
To what this attraction is.
This attraction, you go through many labs. There is a sound lab. There's a grabby one.
Yeah, do you know it?
Yeah, the journey into, oh boy, the figment of imagination, or the journey into, it's a figment ride.
It's the figment
That's
ride.
fine. We'll take it.
Figment ride.
We'll take it. The figment
It
ride.
is, all right.
It's a bad one.
German stamp coming up. There we go. Where's Germany? There you are. All right. There we go. Got your giraffe. Julia,
Let's go back to Spanish.
let's do it.
Nick did all right with Spanish.
I did. Volando alrededor del mundo.
Nope.
Volando alrededor del mundo.
So close. People in the audience know it. I hear the whispers.
Madison, do you know this one?
Sure don't.
Sure don't. All right. All right, let's see what it is. Soaring
We added a G.
around the world. All
Can't
right.
translate it without the G.
All right, back to
Google
Madison.
doesn't work.
So I have to get this one again?
Sure, yeah.
Japanese?
Japanese.
The one we
'Cause we took that
kind
one
of took
away
away.
from you. Let's see what we got in Japanese here. Mickey to Minnie, no basso, tesudo. Could have Mickey and Minnie in it, but
There's
that
a
could
bunch
be-
of O's in the crowd. The crowd's got it.
Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
See, yeah, there you go. Nice
This is
job.
the only time this crowd has ever clapped for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
Oh, you already got, yeah, you got your Japanese stamp back. All right, nice job. Julia?
Let's go back to Italian.
All right, let's go back to Italian. Let's do it. Zony Everest.
You know, guys, we could just not do some if they're too close. You know, we don't want to give anyone an unfair advantage
Let's
here.
see, Expedition Everest. Yes, it is. It is. Wow. That was my favorite one of the night. I don't know about you. There you go. All right, looking good there. All right, only a few left. Madison, let's see. Norwegian. Let's do it. This one has the crazy symbols that I don't know what they mean.
That's how you say it,
Bormedlandet. Bormedlandet.
Living with the land?
Ooh, I like that choice. Is it living with the land? It is! Woo! All right, we're getting there. You're
Nick,
very
I'm being
welcome.
told we're out of time.
Oh no!
So we have to tally
no.
tally the stamps.
Oh no! All right, let's tally the stamps. Julia, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 stamps. Madison, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stamps. Madison is all right.
What did Madison win?
Madison wins core bucks to spend in our online store. All right, so thank you for playing the first edition of Lost in Translation. Really appreciate it. I had fun. Hopefully you had fun as well. I learned things. Did you learn things about the... Yeah. Mickey and Minnie is the same, just spelled a little differently in Norwegian. You know, who knew? Or Japanese, whatever language that was. All
Very
right.
insightful.
Well, thank you, everybody, for playing Lost in Translation. And we'll be back with more news tonight after this.
Coming this summer to theaters. Maybe. If not, it'll be streaming on something.
All right, you idiots, get in here.
Yes, Mr. Bothammer?
I need a new flesh creatures exhibit for my entirely animatronic staffed theme park, Robo Mountain. So get to Earth and steal me some animals.
Well, where on earth do we get these animals from? How about this place? Animal Kingdom Lodge.
When the animals of Animal Kingdom Lodge are kidnapped.
We animals challenge you animatronics to a game of basketball. If we lose, you can put us in your exhibit.
Well, yeah, but if we win, you have to leave Earth forever.
You giraffes and zebras don't even have hands. You've got 3 things to prepare.
What are we gonna do? We don't know how to play basketball. We're animals, for crying out loud.
We may not know, but all the NBA players staying at our hotel might.
Welcome to Safari Jam!
Now, the animals and the NBA players staying at Animal Kingdom Lodge Jumbo House will have to pull off the win of the century.
Bill Murray? What are you doing here?
I'm here to train you. Now let's get all you wild party animals to the NBA experience at Disney Springs.
Featuring the voices of the biggest stars in the Savannah. Josh Gad, Idina Menzel, Kristen Bell, Kristen Stewart, Kristen Wiig, Christina Aguilera, and Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Safari Jam. Running wild this summer on ESPN+.
All right.
Hit it, Star Zoo, Mufasa Sun. Rivers Up Right is done. It's over, it failed. There's no way this show works out. Why do they keep trying shows of this kind? Didn't learn from Surprise in the Skies.
Beyond my time.
Report to the kite tails. The kites are taped together.
Commensurate gear.
It's the kite tails, most boring show ever. A flying kite IP show. The jet skis in tow.
Now give me a beat.
It's the kite tails, and they'll get pour to the cocktails.
This is where the early planning is taking place for our so-called Disney World project.
It is a showplace dedicated to entertain, we hope, with a purpose.
The biggest celebration Walt Disney World has ever seen. Its 50th anniversary.
Welcome back to WDW News Tonight. We are live on the Unplanned Downtime channel. Thank you for hitting the like button, subscribing, and for tuning in general. And in fact, one of you that's tuned in is going to win this. And we're going to start every week doing a giveaway for people who watch at home. You got to make sure you're subscribed, though. We're only going to pick people who are subscribed and hit the like button. And this is a 3rd edition Trader Sam's Grog Grotto Nautilus. And I've been texted the name of the winner, and we're going to find out who was picked. James April. So James April, I believe you're watching. Email us at wdwnewstoday@gmail.com. And we are going to send you, hopefully in one piece, this Nautilus. There you go. Let's find out the Disney Parks incorrect fact of the week. Shawarma Palace will return in Shawarma Palace 3. Nope, all right. I thought it was good. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine.
I could
All
breathe
right.
now. How'd they do?
You could breathe
Did I get
now?
any of those close?
I don't know.
No?
I fell asleep after the first 15 minutes. I don't know what happened after that. Remember we said we were going to come back and have shorter games? Remember?
Yeah.
We're doing great. Well, we're on this camera. We're also learning cameras still. Now I'm over here. What's coming up? Let's see what's coming up on the show the next couple of weeks. Obviously now, tickets for our live studio audience are available through September 30th now. So all the way up into Walt Disney World's 50th anniversary, you can get tickets for WDW News Tonight. If you'd like to join us in person, let's take a look at the show calendar. Next week is the return of Disney Deathmatch. On August 5th, we have the debut of Man vs. Park, something we've been talking about for years. Do you know what the very first one is?
Something about drinking and going on roller coasters.
Close. We are going to all drink around the world, and then we're going to go on Mission Space Orange. That's the first one. So you have to drink at every pavilion in World Showcase, and then go on Orange directly after.
Fair.
It's called Man vs. Park, not Man and Park, you know. And then August 12th, we have a big themed show celebrating the anniversary of the Society of Explorers and Adventurers. It is an entirely sea-themed show. And among the offerings in that episode will be a very special edition of Liquid Magic. Liquid Magic will be happening.
We're all going to drink out of the Nautilus.
Yep. All that and more, again, every week we've got some great stuff planned. And we announced this to WIGS last week, but starting not August 19th, but the week after that, we are beginning a series of shows of WDW News Tonight through the decades. And celebration and countdown to Walt Disney World's 50th anniversary. We're going to start that next week with Walt Disney World in the 1970s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, all the way up, leading up to our September 30th special show. Again, WDW News Tonight through the decades. They will all be themed shows, themed to each decade.
I'm excited. Yeah.
It's going to be a nightmare.
Oh yeah, production-wise, yeah.
The costuming discussions have already been fun.
Costume budget is through the roof this year.
Yep, it's up in the rotunda.
Yeah.
It's there. People at home can't see it. So the other thing I want to talk about is the Golden Jamboree. And the reason I want to talk about Golden Jamboree, I think we probably have the logo, Kevin. The Golden Jamboree, I don't know, we're on me now. I don't know what's happening. Golden Jamboree, of course, is our celebration of 50 years of Walt Disney World that will be happening right here in this studio. Actually, the first day of the event, we're going to do some informal meetup at Magic Kingdom for the actual 50th. But then, October 2nd and 3rd, we have full days of events from right here at WDWNT Celebration. I've announced some of the special guests we will have for the event thus far. We'll have Disney legend Ron Logan, who's going to be talking about his involvement in creating Spectro Magic, Beauty and the Beast live on stage, Phantasmic, and more. Our good friend Don Dorsey, the godfather of nighttime entertainment, as I call him, man made every Lagoon show up until Epcot Forever for Epcot. Main Street Electrical Parade, Electrical Water Pageant. Don did Sorcery in the Sky. Wow, yeah. Don is going to talk about his whole nighttime entertainment career with Walt Disney World. We're also going to have, just confirmed today, Bob Allen. Bob Allen was an Imagineer starting in 1976. He worked on several attractions at Epcot Center. He also worked in entertainment at Tokyo Disneyland, but then he went on to become the production manager for all production at the Disney MGM studios through all the years it did live production.
Wow.
So he's got some really great stories, and he's going to be joining us as well. And then, in the middle of all this, on the Saturday night, October 2nd, we're having a concert. Or better yet, we call it a hoedown. And as part of the hoedown event, we have Piano Rob and some of his friends formerly from Jelly Rolls are going to be joining us. Yeehaw Bob is going to be joining us as well. Also just confirmed today, a band called Wasaloo. You may know them as Buradika from Disney's Animal Kingdom. They recently left there. I know a lot of people love them, so they're going to be joining us for the concert as well. And then in the midst of all of this, we are going to have several entertainers who are part of the Adventurers Club, Comedy Warehouse, Citizens of Hollywood, Star Wars Weekends, some of the most legendary comedy entertainers in the history of the parks are going to be joining us as well. And obviously, as the weeks go on, we're going to announce more. I talked to several people who are still not confirmed just yet, but we're very excited about this event. It's a very big deal, and if you can join us in person, we would like you to. And in fact, the very first people that could buy tickets can buy tickets tonight. It's our WIGS Ultra members. They are the first people that can buy tickets. We have single day. We have the single day for Saturday and Sunday available. The ticket to the hoedown on Saturday night, or there is a full event ticket. And obviously, also for WIGS members, tickets are heavily discounted based on your membership level. So tonight, WIGS Ultra members, you are the first to get that availability. Tomorrow, Club 33 level WIGS members get tickets available to them, and we're going to work our way down throughout the weekend through all the levels of the WIGS program. And then next week, if anything is left after the WIGS members can purchase their tickets, general admission will go on sale.
Perfect.
So, we're very excited. It's a big deal. And if you can't make it in person, we are going to figure out a way to bring the whole event in full to you at home. It's something we're working on. Bear with us. We will have details somewhere down the road, but we're going to work. We have this working studio, and we're going to bring the whole event to you in a way we've never done before, which I know people have always said, oh, I couldn't make it to Reflections of Forever, couldn't make it to Stage 89. Well, we want to, obviously, it'll be more special if you're here in person, but if you can't make it for some reason, we will give you a special experience at home as well.
We could do a 2-hour show every week. We could do a whole weekend live streamed, right?
Show's supposed to be 90 minutes now, but your games just take up so the calendars, if you looked at the calendar, it says 9 to 10:30. It's never going to happen. I think we were close last week. Yeah. We were close. Yeah, whatever. Nick, who brings us WDW News Tonight each and every week?
WDW News Tonight is brought to you by the Vacationeer, the engineers of your next magical vacation. Sit back and let their team of vacation planning experts craft your family's next magical Disney trip. The best part is their services are free. Visit WDWNT.travel for details. The Vacationeer, the official travel agency of WDWNT.
All right, thank you, Nick. And
News Tonight is also brought to you by the Nick Hotel. No, not the one you're thinking of, but it's in the location where the other one was. Each room offers the finest in recycled Disney resort linens. We have over 4 scrambled channels of, some would say, questionable TV programming. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's almost as good as this.
This is scrambled, too. I've been told that people watch this. It's heavily scrambled.
Themed shower heads. The theme, mold. Right? Yeah. It's good.
Or
Good
Zootopia.
Book today by phone at 1407-WDWNT or send a self-addressed stamped envelope to 1920 King Boat Way, Orlando, Florida, 31818 with a check and your desired dates. The Nick Hotel, a place to sleep.
Again, you've worked one of your ads into my show again.
Worked, and I earned that one. Earned it.
For the yeah, it's fair for the reading of the foreign language. How about you read some English to everyone tonight with some psychotic
let's do it.
comments?
Walt Disney presents.
So much reading tonight.
Which camera will it be? I don't know. Which one is it?
Thanks, Wolf.
If only there was like a light that turned red on the top of the camera when that one's in use.
So, there's only one story that deserved our attention as far as comments goes this week. And of course it is President Biden animatronic and props added to the Hall of Presidents.
Oh no.
Scrooge McDuck wrote, Biden's animatronic looks pretty good. They really need to take the time now and replace the one of John Voight. Beautiful Gorgeous wrote, the Disney artists for the Hall of Presidents have really fallen off the rails. The Donald Trump as Hillary Clinton's face, because Disney was hoping Hillary would win. Now this. It doesn't really resemble our cognitively struggling commander-in-chief.
Commander-in-chief.
Commander-in-chief. Freeman wrote, don't bolt him in too tight. Multiple state audits are going to show that he lost the election.
Oh, no. Oh, here come those comments for real now. Here they come.
Yikes, certainly took long enough. Seeing the final rendition, I guess beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Yikes is also my response to this segment.
Will Cole wrote, where's the teleprompter? Bumblebee Zero wrote, since they have all the former presidents fidget and whatnot to make it more real, will Trump be in the background tweeting?
Jeez.
Drina wrote, oh God, Lord.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah, I guess that's what he said. What is that, Norwegian?
You know.
If Kirk Douglas's chin married Vladimir Putin's face, this would be the result. Okay. Jacob Hill still looks off to me. Can't be worse than the Trump one or John Cena Obama.
It kind of does look like John Cena. It's not. I've never heard anyone say that. It's pretty. Obama's wasn't good either. Yeah.
No. Eddie wrote, I just wish they would say Grover Cleveland twice. He was the 22nd and 24th POTUS. Yeah, right?
A comment we can get behind.
Let's start that movement. Last but not least, Uppercase wrote, can we get the Muppets in there already?
Woo! Yeah!
Come on. And those are your comments.
Some of the recent presidents kind of look like Muppets.
Yeah.
Everyone since Blaine Gibson just looks like trash. Let's just agree.
I told you it was going to be dicey tonight.
Let's agree to that. Blaine Gibson was the master, and everyone since then has been a little iffy. All right, we're going to take a commercial break if anyone's still watching at this point, and half the crowd left. You couldn't see it at home. But, when we come back, we're going to talk about our dream ride evacuation. Stick around for more tonight.
Disney's Magical Express will no longer be servicing Orlando International Airport come January 1st, 2022. What are you going to do, take an Uber like a trash person? Are you going to take a minivan? That isn't going to exist either. Why don't you take a ride in Nick's Maxi Van? Nick's Maxi Van is proud to be the only thing in Orlando launching October 1st, 2021. Just schedule your trip online and Nick will give you his personal phone number. Hell, even if you don't schedule it, he might give it to you. Coordinate your pickup time with Nick and we'll greet you at the airport at your baggage claim. Don't worry about getting your bags. Pete ran onto the tarmac and got them for you. Once we have you and your luggage and have successfully shaken the fuzz, it's into the maxi van. This tricked-out 1989 Chevrolet G20 will whisk you away in style to your $300 a night hospital-themed room at Disney's Pop Century Resort. Inside, find a selection of assorted candies and chocolates, already open soft drinks, and inexpensive foot baths at every seat. You can also enjoy our personal entertainment center featuring DVD copies of We're Back and That Thing You Do, but not before watching a charming video preparing you for your vacation hosted by Maria of Chatter Me Disney. For a more personal experience, feel free to turn off the TV and listen to Nick's favorite water park stories. Once we arrive at your destination, we'll drop you off at the guard shack while Pete argues with security as to if a mobile food order is valid for resort parking. What convenience! So don't worry about your transportation any longer. You won't have to wait 60 minutes for a smelly bus full of tourists and hope that your luggage made it on board with Nick's Maxi Van service. Again, the only attraction in Orlando, launching October 1st, 2021. Book tonight by calling 407-WDWNT or online at geocities.com/NickMaxiVan257100121.
I'll be waiting for you. I'm already there. Just look outside your window.
If you're watching this show, you likely often travel to the Disney parks around the world. Undoubtedly, you buy souvenirs from these places, but sometimes these items can be large and appear very strange to other travelers on an airplane, you know, functional human beings, leaving you embarrassed as you carry around ridiculous tchotchkes as a grown adult. If you're tired of getting odd looks for carrying plush-wearing human clothes, fake chemical beaker mugs, and alien weaponry, then call us at Carry-On Baggage Disguise Services. We'll disguise your carry-on items as something a seemingly normal person would bring onto an airplane. Our merchandise disguises include cases for all sorts of souvenir cups that look like normal mugs, a wig and dress for giant plush you bought a seat on the plane for, a soup bag that actually holds a wide array of popcorn buckets, an umbrella top that goes over a Savi's custom-built lightsaber, a really, really big watch or bracelet to hide your web tech devices from Avengers Campus, or even a pet carrier for a large friend of Duffy plush. Don't worry about the other passengers figuring out he's not alive, since you'll have a remote to activate animal noises from the comfort of your own seat. And here's what one of our best customers has to say about Carry-On Baggage Disguise Services.
I often fly to and from Disney parks around the globe, and I buy some pretty weird stuff. I even collect used food wrappers so long as they are restaurant specific. Carry-On Baggage Disguise Services provided me with a folder for my paper wrappers that looks like a GQ magazine, as well as some perfume to mask the smell from them. Thanks, guys! You're gonna disguise my voice, right? People know what I sound like. I don't want people to know I collect food wrappers.
So if you want to fly without judgment, grab some products from Carry-On Baggage Disguise Services. Fly like a human again.
Welcome back to News Tonight. I want to quickly again mention at carouselproducts.com tonight, I don't know if John did a good job or not, but John was late to the death. He's the worst. We finally do have our March Tragic 12 Flags Over Epcot shirt as promised. We actually did it this time. I know a couple of years ago we never made the shirt. But now that we have Carousel Products, we did. 12 Flags Over Epcot. It's available now at carouselproducts.com, and this weekend there is 15% off if you use the code SUMMERMAGIC. So you guys asked for it, we did it. I'm going to throw it in this weird drawer here. There you go. What's happening this week on Nintendo Switch? ODV card. Just got to throw a pretzel. Wow. Yeah. Mamma Mia is also what I say when I eat at the egg roll cart in Adventureland. Yeah. Okay, this was something that someone suggested, and I thought it was a fun discussion to have. We're going to talk about dream evacuation. So obviously rides break down, and every once in a while the breakdown is bad enough to where Disney has to send a cast member to come take you off the ride. As a fan, this is a thing we love. because sometimes you get to go places you usually don't get to go, backstage. You get to see the ride with the lights on. All these things can happen. So we're just going to quickly go around, talk to everyone about what's the one or the few that they really hope someday, and maybe even some that we've actually done we can talk about too. But obviously, Nick and myself, Miss Allison and Desi are still here. They're down there.
Haven't left yet.
Cut to them. There we go. And then Wolf, Eric Morton, and Axel over there in the 60s Batman scene. It's crooked. So yeah, ladies, why don't you start us off? What are the rides you want to be evacuated from?
I would love to be evacuated from the Haunted Mansion. I want to be able to see the mannequins that they use for the Pepper's ghost effect in the ballroom scene. That would just be my dream, to be able to see that and see how it all works. So that is my number one choice.
Well, it's broken
also,
down,
it's
so
air
it's not working.
Also, it's air conditioned. So if I have to be broken down somewhere, I would prefer to be broken down somewhere that is indoors and air conditioned.
Yeah.
So, and to see the Haunted Mansion with the lights on, I think would be really cool.
We actually have video on our channel of 2 Haunted Mansion evacuations. I think in a short period, I think I did both Haunted Mansion here and then Haunted Mansion Holiday at Disneyland, both within a couple weeks of each other. And we got to walk out of both. It was neat. It was fun. Allison?
There was like 2 that I was kind of playing around with. Haunted Mansion is definitely a big one. I actually got to go behind the scenes of the Haunted Mansion once. The lights weren't on. It was one of the tours. I think it was Marceline. What was it called? From Marceline to Magic or something like that.
Something. Main Street to Mars.
Yeah. Okay. That one.
Something like that.
And that was really really neat. But lights on would definitely be pretty exciting. Now I don't know how this would go to be evacuated off of this attraction, but I'm super curious what would happen if we had to be evacuated from the Kilimanjaro safaris. Can you imagine walking around?
Second one.
Was it really? Oh, stop it! That would just be so cool.
Don't they just come get you in another truck?
I mean, I don't know how it works exactly, but I mean, just in my brain, I'm thinking like, oh, we have to get off the truck and start walking around. Like that's super dangerous.
You have to get off the truck because an elephant has come and charged at us.
Yeah, maybe something happened.
Everybody hop on the rhinos. They'll take you back home.
Nick's Maxi Van has a new service. Yeah. It kind of, it overlaps.
Love it.
Yeah.
Weren't the lions missing recently? So maybe that's why.
So it's just like they're not missing. They're backstage. They're not missing.
Yeah. I think if they're, I mean, like.
Basketball.
Maybe that's why they had to take them backstage, because they were charging at a Jeep.
There's a large divide between you and the lions. There's like the barrier. They're not just gonna like jump into the truck.
Dream evacuation.
What are you talking about?
Dream evacuation.
The dream is that you will be evacuated from it, but the scenario has to be plausible though. Like there's an extent of the dream. But no, I'd be interested to see, like, do they just pick you up in another truck? What's the process to transfer you to the other truck? Do they just pick you up in the tiny one? Have you seen the tiny one they use for the tours?
Yeah.
I bet they just pick you up in that. Or a bus? Yeah. Is it a bus? Is that real?
Yeah, they have little buses.
The little white bus,
just
right?
Ride the zebras out.
I think they just come in a little white short bus comes and gets you. And then you can watch We're Back or That Thing You Do while they drive you back on stage.
I don't think that they give you they don't start distributing saddles and then you just get on the zebras. I don't think that
would be fantastic.
That would be great.
Wow.
Ride a zebra out of there? Come on.
Save a horse, ride a zebra.
That's it.
Wolf.
So she mentioned Haunted Mansion. I actually would love to do Holiday. The Holiday overlay at Disneyland would be cool. But I've always wondered, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea? Like...
You're talking about the Florida one, right?
No, the one in
have you seen a video? It's amazing.
I haven't. That's what I mean. I'm like, That would be cool.
So the Tokyo ride, it's like Peter Pan. It's a suspended dark ride, but the scenes are incredible. So they are fully around you. So the vehicle's sitting up here, suspended, but the scene is all around you. So there's nowhere you could go down there. So what they do is they take you out of the top, and above, you're just above the scenes. There's catwalks above all the scenes. Look, it's on YouTube. It's not ours. Cool. It's out there. Someone said it to me once. It is the most incredible thing. And ADA in that is less of a concern there.
Okay.
So that it's not weird that you'd have to climb out the top of a vehicle. It's not. I don't think we'd be able to do that here.
Yeah, right.
I don't think we can get away with that. But that's what it is. You go out the top, and then you just walk through the catwalks above the scenes. It's pretty cool.
Huh.
But you're right. I mean, that one's amazing.
I've always been like, that would be fun.
Yeah. Morton?
I think it's important to review my history of ride evacuations. The first one, the teacups. That was exhilarating.
Oh my.
Let's see. I've been evacuated from Mission Space.
Was it in the middle of it?
Someone had puked in the vehicle next to ours. We're already locked in, smelling it, and they go, "Get out!" And we just walked down.
Were you like halfway through the ride? Like,
No. We hadn't even started.
Someone threw up before the ride started.
No, someone had puked in the previous vehicle and didn't realize it.
That's gonna be someone's gonna puke when we do Man vs. Park. That's
at the time like the biggest insult ever. They're like, "Here you go for your trouble. It's a fast pass for the maelstrom or living with the land." Like, okay, thanks a lot.
What's wrong
Do you
with
get a
that?
cucumber?
Yeah, back then it was like, I don't know. I waited quite a while for Mission Space that day.
Well, it's your fault.
I was evacuated from Toy Story Mania. Again, not a very exciting one.
Well.
And then most recently, just like 4th of July, we were evacuated from the American Adventure. So very exciting history.
What scene?
Well, it actually was when like the submarine failed to rise up.
Yeah.
They're like, "You boys let the whole Nazi fleet shoot you up?" And they're like, "Folks, we have to evacuate."
Did the cast member yell, "We'll sure try, sailor"?
Yeah, no, it was like, "I can't twirl a rope too good." And then the scene before that was like, "The hydraulics barely lifted up at the World's Fair." It was just, the whole thing was a mess. And then, but my dream, I mean, there's a few of them. Obviously, one cool one I think would be the Tower of Terror. Yeah. Maybe get stuck halfway up. How do they even do it?
We were evacuated from Tower, but it was in the 5th dimension. So we get to walk through the 5th dimension.
That's awesome.
And it's weird because the floor is mirrored. I never really looked down at it. The floor is just a mirror, and it's super weird. But then also when the lights came on, there was all sorts of weird stuff I had never noticed. Like right before you go into the shaft, there's like a sideways door and stuff there. You can't see it in the normal lighting. You only see it if the show lights or the work lights come on. It's really weird. But that was, I don't know that it e-stops in the middle of a drop or I don't know that happened.
Did you just walk downstairs for like a half hour? Is that?
We walked down a lot of stairs from the 5th dimension. That's not even near the tallest point. Yeah. Axel?
I'm aiming for a 2-in-1 to be evacuated on the People Mover, on the parts in Space Mountain. So there's two things. Or I can walk the track, or I have a cast member pushing me out. I still do not know what I prefer. Come on, Chris, push! But it would be pretty nice to say, "Oh, I'm sorry, you need to walk the track, you need to get off." And you walk the track, and if it's Space Mountain, they got a 2-in-1.
People Mover is like a crapshoot, though, because it really depends where you stop. Because I've been evacuated on that, where like we walked down a staircase and it was totally boring. And there was another time we like went into someone's office. Like on the Stitch's Great Escape side, I guess there's an office in there when you go down that staircase. There's just a guy sitting at a desk, and we just all walking by him. He's just eating his lunch. He's like, "What's going on in here?" So it depends. Space Mountain would be cool. I don't know where you come down in Space Mountain. I have no idea.
Well, and they have to put the lights on just for safety.
They do. I don't know which staircase you go down. I'm curious as to where that would. That might just take you down to the Space Mountain exit. It may not be that exciting. I don't know.
Still hoping for Chris from Orlando to push me all the
Push.
way.
I would.
Push the right
The
vehicle?
push would
Yes,
be fun.
like
yeah.
they did.
Turn on the magnets.
That's the thing they did when they were trying out the ride. You saw just cast members
Yeah.
pushing just let them push.
Yeah.
Tip them afterwards if they run.
Nick.
So when I was thinking about this, it kind of developed into the idea of like what attraction would you like to walk through, I guess, with the lights on. But that's a little different seemingly than being evacuated, right? Like, because I don't know, like, oh, they just usher you out this door and you don't get to see anything cool. You know, because I first thought of Spaceship Earth. I'd love to kind of get evacuated and have to walk the track and see all those show scenes with the lights on. Kilimanjaro Safaris was on my list, but that got ruined when I realized it wasn't like going to be an adventure through like
That's
wild jungles.
That's
like,
what I
yeah,
thought. I was like, we
yeah.
were gonna like trek through.
Right?
And we were
Like,
like, oh,
we're
like,
jumping
be
right in the
careful.
run.
Like, yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Yeah.
So it was ruined like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. So I think I settled on I want to have to escape death. And so like I want to get stuck in a really weird part of like Everest or a roller coaster where they have to come and get you with like the crane. I know it's going to be like scary and I might think I'm going to like, you know, get seriously injured or something. But it's an
You better
experience.
stream that, Nick. You better.
It's an experience I'll get to like, you know, tell
Do they get
people
you
it'd
a
be
crane?
something cool.
Don't they all have like stairs?
Well, no, I mean, what if you get stuck at like the top of a lift hill and they have to like try to get you out?
There's usually stairs there.
Or upside down on rock.
Remember that happened to like.
You can't get stuck
It has
upside down.
happened where they bring.
Well, Six Flags people have gotten stuck upside
Where
down.
they have
in
to
a
bring
loop.
the
That's
crane and
fair.
stuff. Yeah.
I think it's happened at Busch
We're at 12 Flags. We're not
Yeah,
Six Flags.
it's definitely
12
happened at
Flags,
Busch
not
Gardens.
Six Flags.
Yeah, so
More
that's what I
flags,
want.
more fun.
Or maybe you know, like in the Skyliner where they have to get me out of a crane or you know,
That would be.
like that. So
That one would also be very
Well,
profitable.
The thing about the Skyliner is it's got all those supplies there for you.
exactly, I know. Well, I bring my own supplies when I
I
go
was
on
told
Skyliner.
just rides, just attractions. I was dreaming of like just like I need to pee and I'm stuck on the Skyliner. What now?
Yeah.
There's a bag.
There's also holes in the cabin.
There's also a door you can pry open.
Nah.
I had to pee in a bag. I'm taking Spaceship Earth.
Yeah.
Spaceship Earth is, I think, the holy grail. What
so.
I like about Spaceship Earth is that interior is wacky because it's been overlaid like 5 times. And so there's like scenes over scenes. So like it's just a mess. When you get to the top, there's that weird, if you ever look like you look at it at Earth from space, but then if you look to the right, there's like that black mass that never has star projections on it. And I'm like, what does that look like with the lights on? What is that? Is it a condo? Is it just, did someone leave boxes up here? What has happened over here? I need to know. I feel like it's going to be disappointing like when you're a kid and you're afraid of like monsters in your room and the lights are off and so everything looks like a monster and then you turn the light on, it's just your coat.
Yeah.
It's going to be, it's just a really big coat when you turn on the light in Spaceship
Do
Earth.
you think like if you get if you're at the top, do they evacuate you like through all the scenes? Through all the
You have to
stuff?
walk
Or you go
all the
through
way
the
down.
Blue light.
You have to walk all the way down.
They don't
Okay,
take
so
you
that'd
on
be
an
cool.
You can go the
elevator?
blue light way, the descent. Or you can
No,
go the way you
staircase,
came.
unless you're unable. You take the
Oh, if you're
stairs
like
all the way
up
down.
at the top.
Like along the track.
There's 2
Yeah.
lights down,
Okay.
right?
See,
Yeah.
then I want to
I
do
don't want
that.
the blue lights. Right? I want the newsboy.
Unless you're incapable, they make you walk all the way down.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
And if you're incapable, there's like a cast member like carries
They
you
have
like
to
a
get you to
Sherpa
the
down.
elevator. Then they have to
I
get you
think
to
it's
the
Chris
elevator.
from Orlando.
Chris from Orlando has a Sherpa on his back.
Yeah, where the scene where they have the scholars.
Yeah.
That's where the elevators.
Yeah, that's the elevator they use to load stuff in and out. So when they had to bring the car in the 2008 refurb, when they had to bring the car, they brought it in pieces up that elevator. Because it's the only way you could really do it. But yeah.
That was like our old office.
What was that?
That was like our old office. We just had to bring things in pieces.
You brought them back in pieces in some cases. Does anyone have another one that wasn't mentioned? Quickly go
Well,
around.
Pirates, I think everyone thinks.
Pirates. Yeah, I've never done Pirates. That would be fun. Rise of the Resistance. I've done that one like 25 times. I joked to the cast member at one point. I was like, I've now walked through every scene of this, and he was like, "That's amazing." Rise is cool though. There's been some cool, like the time we got stuck on the lift was cool because they had to there was a whole bunch of stuff he had to do before they could get us off it has there's like a thing in front of your car, but it's still like there's a number of safety precautions they have to go through first. But no, Rise was pretty neat.
Now, I was on space when it broke down one time, and they went through the lockout, tagout process. They turned on lights, but they didn't remove people from the vehicles. 40 minutes, but I was in the vehicle that was like 20 feet from the station.
That's
I
the worst.
had just left. I was just starting to ride. We're not even like to the bend. I just had to sit there and listen to it.
That's when it's not fun as a fan because that's the one you want the least. You don't want to be stuck as the car right before unload. That's
No, it's a car right after load.
yeah, either one of those. Either time where you're still in the load or unload area is not good. My favorite was one time on Winnie the Pooh. We hadn't boarded yet. My parents were in the honey pot ahead, and they got stuck. So we're at the load gate, and my parents are like 5 feet ahead, and they're just sitting there. They can't get out. My father's upset. He's like, "We have 25 minutes." They're just sitting there, and eventually, a cast member pushed the honey pot back into the load and got them out. It's pretty funny.
What about Peter Pan's flight? I think, yeah, because you're kind of you're hanging up there, and there are certain areas where if you're not by the staircase, don't they have to individually come and get you in a sort of crane or something, or a little thing?
Moves all the ships along.
I think that's what they do. I think they move you to steps.
Because my mom and my uncle had gotten stuck and they were not near a staircase, and it took a long time. They were there for 45 minutes, an hour.
Did they move them, or did they bring something to them?
I want to say they brought something to them, but I'm not 100%. I have to ask her about it.
I'm curious.
So
I don't think that happens a lot at that ride.
If you're stuck in unload, and you had a choice between being stuck in unload of "It's a Small World" where they're singing the song, or Imagination, which one are you going to take? You want Imagination blaring in your ears all day?
I'll take
Or
that.
It's a Small World?
No, I'll take Imagination.
Probably Imagination.
Talking about Small World though, I've read Kingdom Keepers, and Small World would be weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a weird scene in Kingdom Keepers.
Yeah,
Scary.
that would just be weird.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of any other one. I've Radiator Springs Racers. I've done that. Was cool. We walked the track outside. That was cool. That was neat. The worst one I've ever done, Carousel of Progress, where they just take you out the back, and then you just walk around the circle of the building until you get to the exit. It was pretty. That was my first one ever too.
Really?
Was Carousel of Progress, where they just made us get out towards the back. I think we were in the third scene. We just pop out the back door and just walk around half a circle. All right, bye.
We got evac from Rise of the Resistance when I was live streaming. So when my
Was that the one where they told you to go home?
Yeah, my boarding group got called, but after it got called, I'm like, okay, I'll start my stream now. Boarding group's called, boom. Then I'm in line for over an hour, which doesn't normally happen. And we get to the last room, and there's an alarm going off, and they evac us out into a parking lot behind there, and they're like, "The park is now closed. Please head for the gate." That was it. They're like, everybody's out. The park is closed and the ride is shut down.
What?
Best live stream on that
was
channel.
The best live stream ever. It literally ended with fire engines and stuff. I was like, I think they want us to stop streaming.
The best live stream on that channel is when 20 minutes into a Paris stream, the SIM card gave out. That was the best one. Oh, they will text you when you are out of gigabytes.
You stupid American, you did not get it.
I didn't get the text, and then we're just 20 minutes in. Bloop. That was it. That was fun. At least it worked for all the other ones except the last one. It was fine. Oh, boy.
Oh, I have one more. Mystic
Go ahead.
Manor, I think, would be cool too.
Mystic would be great.
Which one?
Mystic Manor.
Yeah.
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 That would be fun.
Thunder Mountain.
Big Thunder? Big Thunder? What people in the crowd have something to shout out?
Sinbad.
Sinbad?
The ogre scene in Sinbad.
The ogre scene in Sinbad. It would be cool to be near that figure. He's pretty neat.
Right?
He's pretty neat. Runaway Railway? No. I've been to the projector section of a Best Buy. It's really, it's not that exciting. I don't know. Movie ride.
Oh, yeah.
Some of us had an event where you could walk through the movie ride. No, movie ride was neat. That was a neat one, you know. All those trackless ones. Universal Energy was, if you got the dinosaur scene, walk through that scene was cool too. And then the best was they take you out that backstage doorway where they had the painted walls. Like the cast room back there had like a dinosaur painted on it. I think it used to be the corporate lounge originally. And it was cool to walk past that.
Oh yeah, dinosaur.
Dinosaur's surprisingly bad because there's not a lot.
Yeah,
It's mostly empty. Yeah. It's still cool if you happen to go near a dinosaur, it's cool, but otherwise, like sometimes it's just a black hallway, and that's all you get to see.
Do you have a checklist of all the rides you've been evac from? Because
No, I'd have to
there has
think
to be
about
a good
it.
amount.
It's not, it's probably like 10, 15%. It's not a lot. Like Japan, there's zero. I've never been evac'd in Japan. Shock. I don't think any of the international parks I've been evacuated from anything. Even Paris, nothing. Here in Disneyland, I've had a lot.
Yeah, I did Disneyland. I did the Pinocchio. I got evac from there. And they let me stop to take a selfie with some of the animatronics.
That's
Which was
cool.
pretty cool, yeah.
That attraction's already just terrifying.
What'd you say?
That attraction already is terrifying. So like,
Don't say that. They'll turn it into Pinocchio's enchanted wish. Don't say that. Pinocchio goes on a friendly hike. There's no whale. It's a sea bass.
No cigars. Nobody's
He
smoking.
waves to a sea bass, and then Figaro's in a bed. The end. That's great. All right, any other ones real quick? No?
Muppet Vision 3D.
Where? Where would you go? Out the exit.
Evacuation. Ken, you idiot!
We're bolted to the sea. Oh. Web slingers? Web slingers would be funny. Just go right through the screen. Oh, boy. I'm like trying to. Never mind.
Not Disney, but E.T.
E.T. Not Disney, but E.T. Adventure is absolutely the one. I have a better one at Universal. There's a better one. Mummy. Do you know why Mummy is the best evacuation at Universal? The confrontation track is still there. And so they put the lights on, and you just see this old ride track sitting up there. And then the other funny thing is because it's a mostly empty building because it was built for Kong, and they just threw a roller coaster in it. They use the rest for storage. So when you get walked out the bottom floor, there's just storage of all sorts of weird things. There's like food carts and ride props and Horror Nights stuff. And it's like someone's storage unit at the Mummy.
So it was the old studio.
Yeah, it does sound like our old studio. That's fair. And the new one. All right. Thank you, panel. Obviously, if you're a WIGS member, we got more fun coming up in our post show. For everyone else, remember, kids, sometimes who we wish we were, what we wish we could do, is just not meant to be. Good night.